Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. An amazing match here in Madrid between Spain and Argentina on Tuesday night. I was at the game, here's the proof, accreditation, team sheet. And I took some videos, I took some photos, and lots of talking points also came out of the game. So I thought it'd be good to do a little video blog to talk about everything that we saw in what was an amazing 6-1 win for Spain against Argentina. So here goes. So this is me before the game, beautiful skies as you can see outside the Wanda Metropolitano. And in this video here you can see the teams lining up before kickoff and Sergio Ramos receiving a special plaque for his 150th game for Spain.
Presidente de la Junta Gestora de la Real Federación Española de Fútbol, va a hacer entrega de una camiseta conmemorativa con motivo de sus 150 partidos internacionales con la selección española al jugador Sergio Ramos.
Loads of Argentines in the stadium, they made a lot of noise. Their national anthem came first and it was very, very loud.
A continuación escuchamos el himno nacional de Argentina.
Spain's national anthem was up next, loads of flags, loads of noise.
El himno nacional de España.
So there we were, poised for what would be an exciting match and a key match in the build-up to the World Cup for both of these teams. There was no Lionel Messi, of course, for Argentina. He'd been ruled out earlier on in the day with hamstring and adductor problems that had kept him out friendly against Italy a few days earlier. But Argentina had the first chance in what started off as quite an even game. Gonzalo Higuain missing an opportunity that he really should have buried, and in the process not really helping his reputation as a striker who misses on the big occasion. And then this happened.
España. Ha marcado Diego Costa, marca por el dorsal, número 19, Diego.
course, they gave Spain the lead at his home stadium. He plays his football, of course, for Atletico at the Wanda Metropolitano, and the place erupted.
Llegó el segundo de España, ha marcado Isco, marca con el dorsal número 22, Isco Alarcón, Isco Alarcón, Isco Alarcón.
So then Isco makes it 2-0, and it's a stroll at the Wanda for La Roja at this point.
Primer gol de Argentina, marca con el dorsal número 17, Otamendi.
I thought Argentina were actually pretty good, you know, in the first half, and they pulled a goal back through Nicolas Otamendi before half-time. So there you see the two teams going off the pitch at half-time, and you know, Argentina were very much in it at this point. They played pretty well in the first half. They pulled a goal back after going 2-0 down, and you know, Higuain had an excellent chance to give them the lead early on in the game.
Ahí está, llegó el tercero de España, repite en este partido Isco, marca con el dorsal número 22, Isco Alarcón, Isco Alarcón, Isco Alarcón.
But then everything went wrong for Argentina in the second half. Isco scored his second of the night 7 minutes after the break, and it was 3-1.
Llegó el cuarto de España, marcado Thiago, marca con el dorsal número 10, Thiago Alcántara, Thiago Alcántara, Thiago Alcántara.
And then it was 4-1 to Spain after Thiago converted. Here you can see Gerard Piqué being taken off. The Barcelona defender was booed again by fans in Madrid, and you know, in 2018 that's unacceptable. You know, he's always given everything for this team, and it's a real shame to see. When he came off as a substitute, though, you know, he did receive cheers, some jeers and some cheers, but mostly cheers, which is rather better to see.
Y entra con el dorsal número 5 a 50.
Substitute Iago Aspas was fantastic from the bench. He made it 5-1 after 71 minutes.
Llegó el quinto de la selección española, ha marcado Iago Aspas, marca con el dorsal número 17, Iago.
And then Isco completed his hat-trick to make it 6-1 to Spain. La Roja rampant.
Argentina es sexto de España, ha marcado Isco, marca con el dorsal número 22, Isco Alarcón, Isco Alarcón, Isco Alarcón.
whenever you cover a game as a journalist, you look up and suddenly all the fans have gone. You might be writing your match report or your piece after the game or whatever, you're distracted, and suddenly you realise that there are no fans left and you're left with an empty stadium, you know, which was packed full of cheering fans just a few minutes earlier, and this was the scene.
No había ningún motivo para que no se jugase, teniendo los cuartos de final de la Champions la semana que viene y ni siquiera se sentía tenía cuando empezaron los partidos. Solo se puede entender eso a posteriori. Creo que no tiene mucho sentido cargar las puntas sobre Messi y Messi.
It was a great night for Spain, of course, not least Isco, who hasn't really been at his best for Real Madrid over the last few weeks and months. He looks much more comfortable playing for Spain. Perhaps it's the confidence he has from Lopetegui. Perhaps he's a little bit more suited to the way that Spain play football. Whatever it is, you know, Isco looks much more comfortable with Spain, and that's great news for the team, you know, heading towards the World Cup. Iago Aspas, you would think, has guaranteed his place on the plane to Russia with that performance. Absolutely fantastic from the Celta Vigo striker. You know, it was key when he came off the bench in setting up 2 of the goals and also scoring himself. Well done to Iago Aspas for that performance. Marco Asensio, very impressive as well. Sergio Ramos, Piqué, very good in defence. You know, top performances all throughout the team for Spain. But of course, for Argentina, alarm bells definitely ringing. You know, they rely so heavily upon Leo Messi, and when he's not there, this is the kind of thing that can happen. Do they really have a chance of winning the World Cup in Russia? Well, not on this evidence. Sampaoli has a lot of work to do. There's problems in defence. They were all over the place against Spain, albeit a very good Spain side, of course, and you know, perhaps they did play too open, but defensively, positionally, very poor. Lucas Biglia and Javier Mascherano looked very slow in midfield. There's a lot of work to be done. Of course, there are other players missing as well as Messi. There's still doubts about Gonzalo Higuain, and you know, misses too many chances. There's a lot of questions to be asked of this Argentina team. It was a good debut for Maxi Meza, of course, but you know, not much in the way of positives to be drawn from this performance. Perhaps the only real positive is that, you know, this was only a friendly, and you know, they can learn from this. They can get better, and Messi is going to be key to that. They're going to need a Leo Messi miracle if they're going to have any chance of winning the World Cup in Russia. Spain, on this evidence, shouldn't get carried away, of course. As Ernesto Valverde said, you know, results like this can be dangerous. We saw it in the Supercopa earlier on in the season. Real Madrid were rampant against Barcelona, and then in La Liga, it's Barca who are dominating and not Real Madrid. But you know, Spain on this evidence, playing like this and with a wealth of talent at their disposal, going to the World Cup as, I don't know if favourites, but certainly one of the favourites. A great performance. Thanks for joining me again, guys, on my channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye.